Are you worried about property taxes in Ohio? You're not alone. With property values climbing 10, 20, or even 50% in some counties, homeowners are bracing for higher bills. And the state is finally stepping in with some possible reforms. But what do these changes mean to you as a homeowner, and specifically if you're thinking about selling or buying a new home? That's exactly what we're here breaking down today. I'm Brian Comr with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, the American Realty Center in Columbus, Ohio, and I've created this video to help keep you up to date on what's happening with the property tax crisis and how to prepare whether you're selling your home or buying a new one. Here's why this issue is front and center. Every 6 years, Ohio counties are required to reappraise property values. This isn't optional, it's the law. And this year, many homeowners are seeing double-digit increases in their valuations. Now, higher values sound great when you're selling your home, but when it comes to your tax bill, guess what? That usually means paying more. The challenge is that property taxes in Ohio are tied not just to your home's value, but also to how schools are funded. As property values rise, the burden shifts more and more to homeowners like us. That growing pressure is what pushed Governor Mike DeWine to form a working group, and why we're now seeing several reform bills in the Ohio legislature. Let's go through the main ones and what they might mean for you. Here are the 5 reform options on the table. Let's start with the biggest one, House Bill 186. This bill caps the increases at inflation. House Bill 186. Right now, many Ohio school districts are stuck at what's called the 20 mil floor. Once a district hits that floor, property tax rates stop adjusting downward when values rise. In simple terms, when your home's value jumps, so does your tax bill with no protection. Nearly 80% of districts are already there. House Bill 186 would fix this by capping unvoted tax increases so they can only grow at the rate of inflation, not at the pace of skyrocketing home values. For example, let's say your home's taxable value increases by $50,000. That's not that outlandish. Without HB 120 or 186, your property taxes could jump the full amount based on that increase. With House Bill 186, that increase would be capped at the inflation rate, so maybe 5 or 6% instead of 30. That difference would be credited back to you and gets recalculated every 3 years when new appraisals are done. This bill could save homeowners thousands of dollars a year while ensuring schools and local governments get predictable funding. Second, deferrals and refunds. Another idea is giving homeowners, especially those on fixed incomes, the ability to delay paying their tax increase until they sell their home. I'm not so sure about that one. I think if that gets implemented, there could be some big surprises when people go to sell their homes with tax deferrals. Some proposals also suggest refunding part of the increase if it's considered too steep. Expanded homestead exemption. This is an existing program that gives seniors and some lower level income Ohioans a property tax break. Lawmakers are considering expanding it so more people qualify or the benefit is larger. Fourth, reworking the 20 mil floor rule. Instead of keeping the minimum tax locked at 20 mils, no matter what, some reformers suggest tying it to inflation. That way, tax bills would grow more predictably instead of spiking overnight. Tax freeze for seniors. HB 263 and SB Senate Bill 81. You may recall that I did a video a few weeks back called Freeze Your Property Taxes. That's where House Bill 263 and Senate Bill 81 come in. House Bill 263, sometimes called the 70 under 70 bill, that would let homeowners 70 years or older with incomes under $50,000 and homes valued under $500,000 freeze their property taxes at the current amount. It's still early in the process, under committee review, and it hasn't advanced yet. As for Senate Bill 81, it's similar, but it applies to homeowners 65 and older with incomes under $70,000 who've lived in their home for at least 2 years and their home value is $500,000 or less. Unlike House Bill 263, this one does not reimburse local governments for lost revenue. It's also still in committee with no votes yet. So how does all of this affect you if you're thinking about selling? Here's the bottom line. Higher values can spook buyers. When taxes rise too fast, buyers start recalculating monthly payments, and sometimes that shrinks their comfort zone. Well-priced homes will still sell. Even with tax increases, demand in Delaware and Franklin counties remains strong. If your home is marketed right and priced smartly, buyers are still out there. The timing matters. Listing before new tax bills go out could help attract buyers before tax anxiety sets in. Highlight efficiency. Buyers are looking at the total cost of ownership now more than ever. Marketing energy efficient features, updated systems, or lower utility costs can balance out concerns about higher property taxes. Now let's flip the switch. Let's flip the perspective and talk about buyers, because taxes, guess what? It affects them too. Here's what I'm saying. Monthly payment pressure. When property taxes jump, buyers immediately factor that into their mortgage payments, and rightfully so. Even an extra $1,200 a year adds $100 a month, and that can shrink what they qualify for. Confidence in high-value markets. In places like Franklin and Delaware counties, some buyers hesitate if they think their tax bills will keep climbing. Reforms like House Bill 186 would help restore confidence by capping increases to inflation. Seniors benefit too. Under House Bill 263 or Senate Bill 81, qualifying seniors could freeze their property taxes. That makes downsizing or relocating less intimidating because future tax hikes aren't hanging over their heads. Negotiation leverage. Finally, buyers use rising taxes as a bargaining chip. They'll say, hey, my monthly costs just went up. I want concessions. That's why it's so important for sellers to highlight efficiencies like updated systems or energy savings to keep the home attractive. Taxes are just one piece of the puzzle, but you don't have to navigate this alone. If you're considering selling in the next year or so, let's talk strategy. We'll review your home's market value, the potential tax impact, and how to position your home properly so you can sell it and buy confidently, even in the middle of these tax debates. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and so that you'll be alerted to new content when it's available. And do me a favor, share it with someone else. I'm Brian Comr, and remember, if you're selling or buying, better call Brian. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.